Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Can you hear me, viewers? Thank you for responding with yes. Let me welcome the participants. Then, exclusive information for you from Tegarai. It seems that TPLF is faced with multiple challenges. I did a video today. I told you about the problems being faced by TPLF in southern, southeastern Tigray. Then I told you about the laptops stolen, laptops of TPLF leaders. I have received more information about an internal challenge which TPLF could face. All signs are there, by the way. Let me welcome the participants first. LM joined today. LM is a member. LM joined late yesterday, but tonight LM is right on time. Welcome, LM. Special welcome to you. LM is a member. He has a red color badge. You can see to the right of his name. Members have special badges. You can be a member by clicking the link given in description section of the live chat. Average Dom joined. To Average Dom says, TPLF epitomize the saying, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for everything. Backfoot joined to Tamine Adugna here. Mojo joined. Au Hakim here. Mesfin K. Mengistu Katilla. It says if PM Abiy resigns today, do you think Ethiopia's service? What's your analysis on that? What do you mean? Do you think Ethiopia's service? What do you mean? Our Hakim says, how was Pakistan India tension? I did two videos on that. I don't know what is happening now. DSG says, Sajid, who is going to win Champion League final? I don't know. I don't know. I don't watch sports. I think we should spend time playing something, playing soccer, playing any game, or going to a gym for workout. So I don't just waste time watching hours of sports. Muhammad Ibrahim joined to says welcome. Backfoot says, where are the two stolen laptops now? Well, I wouldn't be surprised if I came to know that the laptops were in the far region. Uh, TPF is being underestimated, I believe. Tigray Peace Force, it is being underestimated. From the start, people are underestimating TPF. People underestimated Fano in 2023. I warned, if you remember, I said Fano groups should not be underestimated. Now you see they have formed a central organization. They're on their way to form one organization, AFNF and AFPO, in talks. Similarly, TPF, Tigray Peace Force, Tigray opposition fighters are being underestimated. I have been proposing engagement with them, talks between TPLF and TPF, talks between TPLF and TPF, talks between TDF and TPF. But no Genuine efforts have been done to engage these TPF members. Now, channels are joining them. You can see some would say they have been part of TPF from day one, but now they are showing themselves. Gerbegzal Bijine showed himself. It means now they have confidence that they can lead the group and the group is going to be a force to be reckoned with in Tigray. Maybe they lacked that type of confidence a few weeks ago. Now they think they are in a position that they'll be able to press their questions. Orom teacher says, fake news, you have no card. No, he did not listen to me what I'm going to report and he said fake news. Alim Mibrato joined. Welcome, Alim. DW Ethiopia here. Sadiq Yassin. Muhammad Ibrahim. Let's start, viewers. Let me speak for a few minutes, just less than 10 minutes. I want to speak, and then your questions and comments will keep the live chat brief tonight. Every Dom says, Sajid, I honestly appreciate your opinion. Thank you. KOA joined to says, keep it up. Thank you, KOA. Freedom now says, underestimating your enemies is an advantage to your enemies. Yes, you're right. By the way, TPF should not be seen as enemies. I think if you see if TPLF and Tigray military see TPF as enemies, this issue won't be solved. Alim says, I think it's more about distraction than legacy. Jawar is right. You're wrong. Still love you. Well, I just disagreed with Jawar in my video. I don't think it's about distraction. It's about something big. The problem is that Jawar wants people to focus on the internal issues. He wants to provoke people. He wants to mobilize people. That is why all day he shares information about the plight of Ethiopians, about rising cost of living, about the excesses being committed by forces. He just wants to paint a picture of a failed country, and that suits him because these people will vote for him. They could be his likely voters. That is why he believes that access to sea narrative is about distraction. I don't agree with it. I think Johar is not analyzing the issue objectively. He has his political motives in mind. Biniam says, Sajid, next report, the Debrecen fled Tigray. The Debrecen won't flee Tigray. By the way, during Tigray war, isn't it ironic that during Tigray war, these leaders did not flee Tigray? Getachew, the Debrecen. Getachew survived drone strikes, if you remember. But the man then had to flee Tigray a few weeks ago. This is how Tigray has changed. That these people fought together, now they're fleeing. Or you can say now they are kicking out those who disagree with them. Isaias Ababe says, do you think Ethiopian government is going to collapse? Well, I can do a video on that, but it wouldn't be appropriate to say yes and no. KOA says, do you think Ethiopia has any legal right for asylum? Well, just one point I want to make on this topic. People say, Sajid, you should condemn Ethiopian plan to gain access to Assad. You are promoting federal government of Ethiopia's agenda. Why don't you openly say that what Ethiopia is doing is aggression? Well, firstly, I never said that Ethiopian policy about access to Assad is right or wrong. I am no one to say that. I just analyze the positions taken by these leaders, these governments. I don't approve, I don't endorse their positions. That's not my job. If Ethiopia has a legal question about Assad, it should be decided by a court. I am no one to decide. I can only talk about repercussions, about the fallout, about the possibility of the success of the plan, about Eritrean counter plan. This is what I can talk about. Yes, what Ethiopia is considering to do is a violation of Eritrea's sovereignty and territorial integrity, but these countries have very fragile sovereignties. The same Eritrea was involved in a war in support of Ethiopian government in 2020. So alliances change, positions change in the Horn of Africa. Let's just analyze the positions taken by governments and leaders neutrally, without taking sides. Tamine says your audio is not clear. Allahu Akbar, Koshan joined. Chuchu Ababe joined. It's clear now. Is it better now? General Truth says it's better. If it's better, then I can start. General Truth said, hi Sajid, I see you bought the same Adidas t-shirt that I have. What size is it? If it's the same as mine, I'll refund you. Well, I don't buy brands. By the way, it's a copy. It's a cheap copy. I bought it for, I think, for $0.1, if I'm not wrong. Not $0.1. I bought it for $2. Yes. I don't spend a lot on buying brands. Let me start, viewers. If the audio is fine, let me start. They had three sizes: LM, medium, and large, extra large. It's large. Let me turn off the fan. Maybe that will improve the quality of the. Thank you, Beniam, for buying the super chat sticker. Is audio better now? It's still the same. Filmon says, "Oh no, what noise is that?" But I cannot just correct it. Okay, let me start. I'll speak for around 5 to 10 minutes, then your questions and comments. TPLF is seeing internal difference of opinion about engagement with Eritrea. I talked to a few people and I got this information. I thought of sharing it with you. TPLF split last year. We saw that two groups emerged, one led by Gita Choreda and the other led by the Western Gabriel Mikhail. Back then, the main difference of opinion was about backing of federal government for Gita Choreda. TPLF, Debrecen believed that Getachew was not pressing the case for restoration of TPLF status, that Getachew was trying to divide TPLF, that Getachew had the backing of federal government, that federal government through Getachew and Sadkan was trying to take over TPLF, to divide TPLF. Engagement with Eritrea was also an issue, but not a major issue. And yes, Getachew and Sadkan, they tried to divide TPLF. Getachew tried to create splits. He hoped that he'll be able to control and seize control of all TPLF, but he failed. He and Sadkan failed definitely, but they tried their best. They overestimated their political persona, political influence in Tigray. They failed. TPLF split. Getachew kicked out of the party, and then TPLF and Tigray military kicked Getachew out of Tigray presidency. So that was the end of the first split. This division, which we cannot call a division, but it could turn into a division, it's a new one. Before the removal of Getachew, TPLF talked to Eritrea. TPLF, PFDJ held talks. Why? Because TPLF feared that federal government could mobilize federal forces towards Tigray. Another siege could be put in place on Tigray. So TPLF contacted PFDJ, and Eritrean government gave assurance to TPLF that Eritrea will keep its border open for TPLF. Eritrea won't allow federal government to put Tigray under full siege. After TPLF got assurance from Eritrea, it made the move of removing Getachew. But after the removal of Getachew, TPLF, PFDJ, TDF, EDF talks reached new level. They started working on the formation of strategic partnership. Talks held. They gave some commitments to each other. This strategic partnership with Eritrea is the issue which is creating divisions in TPLF. We should be careful when we say that TPLF has struck a deal with Eritrea, that TPLF is forming an alliance with Eritrea. We should be careful because not entire TPLF is on board. Two main groups are emerging reportedly. Interestingly, those who were united to remove Getachew from power. Now they have differences. I mean, Alim, Alim Gebrevahid and Monjorino. They were on one page, both were very staunch rivals of Getachew. But on the issue of engagement with Eritrea, there is no consensus among top TPLF leaders. Monjorino and Alem are not on one page. So, what is the reason? What is the nature of difference of opinion? Yes, political parties always have difference of opinion. Political parties, when they meet, they discuss different topics from different points of view. They let people speak, and this is how they reach consensus. But engagement with Eritrea is dividing top TPLF leadership. One group is supportive of engagement to a limited extent. They say that Isas Afwerki cannot be trusted. PFDJ cannot be trusted. TPLF should not go so close to Eritrea that once again Tigray becomes vulnerable to another war launched by the federal government. TPLF should only have working relations with PFDJ. TPLF should not, by TPLF I mean Tigray military, the ruling elite. Military is supportive of TPLF. They are the same, you can say. TPLF should not use Eritrean ports. TPLF should not rely on Eritrea for trade, for receiving any support. TPLF should only have a working relationship with the Eritrean government. It should try to take Addis Ababa on board. One set of opinion in TPLF. The are other group consists of the people who are hardliners. They say that the survival of TPLF lies in forming an alliance with Eritrea. Abiy cannot be trusted. In current situation, Eritrea is a better ally for Tigray than Abiy. That is why Abiy should be removed from power. And if Eritrea commits its support for TPLF, TPLF should engage other players in Ethiopia, other players like Fano, or Ola groups, maybe in Somali region too. All should be engaged, and TPLF should, Tigray military, all should try to make a move towards Addis Ababa. Abiy should be removed from power. People should be dismantled. Only then the future of Tigray can be secure. The Tigray can then make a decision about its future. Should it remain part of Ethiopia? Should it be independent? That can only be decided after the removal of Abiy. That is why PP should be dismantled first with Eritrean support, with Amhara support. So this is the difference of opinion which is dividing TPLF. There is no consensus in TPLF about engagement with Eritrea. That is why there is a little bit confusion if you analyze the last few weeks' developments. TPLF, Tigray military don't confirm their engagement with Eritrea. They always deny. They say no, border is not open. cross-border trade is not happening. We did not meet with Eritrean government. We did not meet with PFDJ. No meeting between TDF and ADF. They're denying everything. Why? Pressure. Not only is the pressure from Addis Ababa, but there is pressure from Tigray too. There is pressure from internal party stalwarts too. So, how will TPLF create consensus? That remains to be seen. We should be careful when we say that TPLF is forming an alliance with Eritrea. TPLF is in talks with FANO. TPLF wants to topple Abiy's government. There is a group of leaders. I'm not talking about Getachew. He's not part of TPLF. There's a group of leaders who is opposing strategic engagement with Eritrea. I have a few names too. I don't want to disclose names. I think things will come out in coming days. I think. Now your questions and comments for 10 minutes, then I'll leave. Dane Akube says, then it's an argument, not a split. Yeah, Dane, you're right. But whenever there is an argument and there is difference of opinion, in the end you need to reach a conclusion. If we don't reach a conclusion, if we don't reach a consensus, it's not just difference of opinion. It could lead to a division, could lead to a split. What I have heard is that this difference of opinion is continuing. BT says Ethiopia and Eritrea are both beautiful countries and beautiful people. I agree. Wonderful people, but poor leaders, I would say. Bad leaders, wonderful people. Sam says, hi Sajid, a valid question here would be, are there such splits within the TPLF top tier when it comes to forming an alliance with AFNF? Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, the group which opposes strategic partnership with Eritrea perhaps would not support strategic partnership with FANO too. But in this video, I am only focusing on difference of opinion in TPLF about Eritrea. One Love says, Sajid Bhai, what do you think Eritrea wants to use Tigray as a buffer zone in case of war broke out? Well, I'll do part 2 of my video on Assam. I did part 1 today. I talked about Ethiopian military capability to seize Assam. Tomorrow I'll speak about Eritrean strategy. So I'll answer this question in tomorrow's video. I don't know what's wrong with audio. Uh, Giddikib says no effect of the fan. Alim says, gotta give the Prime Minister credit for dividing conquer strategies in all regions. Well, it's not good for unity of the country. Maybe it's good for his own political survival and political continuation, but overall, if you believe in divide and conquer strategy, it's not good for a country, for a nation. Iliada says Eritrea and Tigray fought together before. If they are both together, Abiy will be removed easily. Well, last time when they fought together, both had their objectives in mind. Eritrea wanted independence, it wanted a separate country. EPLF and TPLF wanted Ethiopia. It got Ethiopia in the form of EPRDF and Eritrea, EPLF got Eritrea. They fought, and both back then complained that they were being pushed against the wall, that their rights were being denied. Things are different now. I mean, both feel they're under threat, they're in danger, but still there's no clarity about the objectives. I mean, what is Eritrean objective? Is the removal of PM Abiy the only objective for which Eritrea will wage a war? One comment very interesting said the problem in Habisha politics either you are enemy or friend, there is no tolerance opinions. Yeah, everywhere in Ethiopia, in the Horn of Africa, either you are with them or against them. If you're not with them and you're neutral, you'll be treated as an enemy. So there is no possibility for people, especially in a region, to be neutral. Because they're bound to be painted as pro this or anti that. So 36 minutes have passed. I think we should end the live chat. It was good to be with you. Some viewers complained about the quality of audio. My apologies. I tried to improve. I could not. Let's hope that tomorrow we have better audio quality. I'll be back with this week's last live chat tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Do write your comments about the topic which I spoke on in the live chat. Lucy Rock joined a little late. Lucy is a member too. Special welcome, Lucy. See you tomorrow. Stay blessed. Bye bye.